problem that is not unique to St. Louis or that area. They are going to co-chair a task force that is not only going to reach out and listen to law enforcement, community activists, other stakeholders, but is going to report to me specifically in 90 days with concrete recommendations, including best practices for communities where law enforcement and neighborhoods are working well together, and nothing happens. I will be signing an executive order that specifies how we are going to make sure that that program is accountable, how we're going to make sure that that program is transparent, and how are we going to make sure that we're not building a militarized culture inside our local law enforcement. America can be. To hear young people, I'm going to be proposing some new community policing initiatives that will significantly expand funding and training for local law enforcement, including up to 50,000 additional body-worn cameras for law enforcement agencies. And I look forward to working with Congress to make sure that, in addition to what I can do administratively and with resources that we've already got, that we are in a conversation with law enforcement that wants to do the right thing to make sure that they're adequately resourced, that we follow through. Not to solve every problem, and finally, as I mentioned, Eric Holder is going to be working in parallel with the task force to convene a series of these meetings all across the country, because this is not a problem simply of Ferguson, Missouri. This is a problem that is national. It is a solvable problem, but it is one that unfortunately spikes after one event and then fades into the background until something else happens. What we need is a sustained conversation in which in each region of the country people are talking about this honestly and then can move forward in a constructive fashion.
The President referred to what each of us feels that gives us a sense of urgency, because we have seen pain from families in each one of our cities. We see the pain in Ferguson right now. We all feel it from a family perspective, what it means that people have to wonder if their child will come home at night. I just want to kick off and say, I think for so many of us, this was a...
We live in a country that we must support law enforcement, but law enforcement must support justice. The ruling in Ferguson is something that is not a wake-up call for many of us that's been woke a long time. It's a reminder to the nation to live up to the principles. And I think the President gathering all of us and young leaders today was historic, but it should not be an isolated incident.